this internet that was in jail in New York State that could vouch for the shit that this nigga be saying. Not one person. Why is that? Not one person in the history of people ever called me a rat, except for that nigga. So he called me a rat, one of the worst things you could possibly be. And then he called me the worst, the shit worse than that. Then he called me the shit worse than that. That makes sense to y'all? If that makes sense to y'all, then you know it is what it is. Fine. Go fuck with him. Go watch that nigga in his car talk about nothing and all that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be flushing these I'm gonna be flushing this couch down people's neck for the rest of the winter, you heard? Yeah, meanwhile, I'm gonna be flushing this couch right here. Cause nigga, I remember niggas was on the internet talking about, oh, you gotta burn the couch. You gotta kill a cat and burn the couch. Go ahead, get it on. Go ahead, do your thing. Here, come holler at me. I need $100 for these though. I need $100 for those though. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Like, how these niggas is running around? I don't get that. Like, niggas is aligning themselves. Like, that's the same shit that happened to Bimmy. I just want niggas to know that's the same shit that happened to Bimmy. The same way Bimmy got washed is fucking with that nigga. So while this nigga's on the internet talking about me, calling me a rat, calling me a mook, all of this shit, right? Calling my father a rat, calling my brother a rat. He on the internet doing all of this shit, right? Y'all niggas running around with him, right? What does that do? Does that give him validation? Why would these niggas be fucking with a nigga if he not valid? Oh, so what he's saying about Zip must be true, right? So what he's saying about Zip must be true, right? Respectfully, I feel like y'all niggas is out of pocket running around with 10 toes down. Respectfully. Nah, fuck that, because you ain't the only nigga that fuck with the big homies, nigga. You ain't the only nigga that fuck with the big homies, nigga. Hey yo, big bro, listen, right? I'm on live right now, right? So that's why I ain't say your name. I ain't tell him who I was calling or none of that. I'm on live right now. You feel like chopping it up? Because this is a controversial issue right now. I'm about to make this a controversial issue, you heard? Check it out, right? Can I let the people know who I'm talking to right now? Because I don't want it to be an ambush. Huh? Alright, so this is Shaquell on the phone. It's Shaquell on the phone, you heard? Hey, yo, Shaquell. If a nigga said he was up north selling pictures of himself to men for money, it's cool for niggas to be running around with that nigga out here in the streets?
That's some weirdo shit. I mean, to each his own. I mean, you know, you gotta understand, like, jail politics is different, even in the streets, but I'm not gonna sit there and say that when I was up north, I didn't hang around a couple of dudes that I knew for years that I know was involved in, some, how you want to say, unorthodox lifestyles, you heard? But, let's face it, a lot of dudes up north, they be fucking around with this, fucking around with that, whether it's dope, whether it's boys, whatever. You know, a lot of dudes still give conversation to niggas, so I don't know if there's any difference in the streets, you know what I mean?
But like hanging out with niggas though? Moving around the city? 1 minute niggas is in Brooklyn, next minute niggas is in Hall, like moving around with them?
Nah, me personally, I try to stay away from people like that.
I'm saying, what if the homies is doing that?
I don't know if it's a major penalty for that, but I'm not fucking around with niggas like that.
Alright, so now, I ain't saying it's a major penalty, but I'm saying that's out of line. But what about this? What about if this nigga is known to lie on niggas? What about if this nigga's known to put out fake paperwork on niggas? He called niggas rats with no proof, shit like that. And y'all niggas hanging around this nigga. That's alright too?
Yeah, nah, you know, I'm saying, me personally, I don't even like fucking with creeps like that anyway, you know what I mean? I don't even like...
Me either. Let's get that understood. But I'm just saying, I'm saying I seen two well-known retired homies. I think they be calling themselves retired and all that at this point. I don't think they gang banging no more, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they moving around with a nigga that be on the internet, lying on niggas, editing videos to make it say certain things, not playing the whole thing like a liar. Like, you running around with a known liar, a known slanderer, nigga be saying niggas is rats with no papers, putting out fake papers, calling niggas mooks with no proof and all. Like that's all right for the big homies to be moving around with a nigga like that?
I wouldn't agree with that. Hell no.
That's all I was saying on my live, you heard. And I just wanted to make sure I wasn't bugging. Cause I'm saying from a blood standpoint, I used to be blood, and I'm saying I want to call somebody who I know used to be blood too. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't a bigger blood as you was, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas was big bloods. And I'm saying that one time. Now I wasn't big bloods as them niggas neither. So I feel a certain type of way, like a niggas on the internet calling me a rat, calling my father a rat, calling my brother a rat. He ain't showed one lick of paperwork to substantiate them claims. He on the internet calling me a blade. He had a nigga in his car saying, oh yeah, he was fucking with the boys. We ran him out of this jail. I put my chronological history up showing I never even been in that jail before. You know what I'm saying? I never even been in that jail before. That nigga's lying, right? So I'm proving this nigga to be a liar time after time after time. And these niggas running around like that's the same shit that happened to Bimmy, right or right?
For the record, I never heard nothing negative about you in the mountains.
Oh, let's get to that. Yeah, all right, let's get to that. I told niggas, I said, yo, you cannot find no credible nigga nowhere who names sound like nothing that be on this internet that can say, oh, Zip was up north, he a do-bad. Nobody gonna say I'm no do-bad, you heard? That's a fact.
Only thing killing with this internet is that even when the proof is out there, dudes turn a blind eye to that shit and act like it don't exist. Like, they making all this controversy right now about something that might or might not have happened 40 years ago, but still bypassed what initially happened 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, my shit is this, right? If you gonna talk shit, so I ain't have a 30-year run without no hiccups. You gotta talk about the real hiccups. You can't be making shit up on the niggas, son. I don't do that to niggas. I don't do that to these niggas. If you say some shit, and I'm saying, but that's irrelevant. What I'm saying is, the same shit Bimmy was doing when this nigga was saying that shit is the same shit that these niggas is doing, I feel like. And I feel like they foul for that. Like, I feel like that's kind of foul. I don't think I'm gonna attack the situation like how I did that there, because, like, I don't even really think that's worth it. But, like, they running around with a known slanderer. And you tell me who your friends are, I can tell you who you are. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, man. Yo, man, I ain't trying to hold you up too much longer, though, man. I appreciate that, though, man. Thanks for what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. No, you're definitely right to that extent. Yeah, I don't fuck with those. If I know a nigga fuck around, no type of crazy shit, no type of turned up lifestyle, I'm not hanging out with. I'm not taking no pictures with that nigga and going to the club with that nigga. I'm not doing none of that shit.
Yeah, a nigga got on the internet and said when he was in jail, he was writing letters to men for money, sending them pictures and all of that. Nigga, I'm not in the town in no pictures with this nigga. I'm not dealing with this nigga. Like, what? I'm not doing that. That's just my morals, my principles tell me, like, that's not a nigga that I can fuck with, you heard?
Right.
Word. Alright, though, yo, man, be safe out here, man. I bet. I bet. It's other big homies I could call like that, too, man. And they gonna say the same thing I'm saying. So it ain't just me. I'm not the only nigga thinking like that. I'm probably the only nigga thinking like that right now, because this nigga be on the internet lying on me the most. If you go to this nigga page, like, y'all niggas watch that nigga, I'm sure that. Y'all niggas go to that nigga page, he got hundreds of videos talking about me, son. Lying, just making up stories. This nigga's imagination is Hollywood, like, worthy. He should have been over there writing fucking sci-fi films and all that. This nigga's crazy, you heard? But y'all niggas moving out with this nigga? Y'all moving out with this nigga like that's... Ew.
Let's get to that.
Yo, we out here. We was
zip with the drip. Let's get to that.
Queens, you get zip for the drip. Oh, let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
To quote Zip with the drip, let's get to that.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Where Jordan at? Where Jordan went back downstairs?
Oh, the words of Zip with the drip. Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Let's get to that. Hold on, let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Okay, let's get to that. Women.
Let's get to that.
Harry, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Shout out to Zip. Let's get to that.
Now, let's get to that.
Even I started with a zip. Let's get to that.
Let's get to that. How I know what I.
He said he got a zip for me. Shit, let's get to that.
Smoking out the zip, no drip. Now let's get to that.
Yeah, you know that. Let's get to that.
Back, let's get to that, right?
Yo, this the Mayor Newberg right here.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Right.
Is that Zip with the drip?
Nah, Zip with the drip. That's my nigga. Zip with the drip. I don't think it was just a random. Zip with the drip, my nigga. Zip with the drip on our side.
Yeah, Zip is
Zip,
hilarious.
he's hilarious, B.